Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our next installment of Title FAQs. My name is Dominic DiMaria. I'm an agent with Porcupine Real Estate, and I am once again joined by Katie and Hillary from Sweeney Title Services. Hello.
Hi.
Thanks again for joining me today. And today we're going to talk about something that comes up quite a bit with our clientele, which is what happens if I'm out of the area for the closing of the property that I'm purchasing or selling. So how does that work?
Well, there's a couple different ways we can handle that. One way that we often do is just a traditional mail away, and this is when we prepare all the documents for you. We will highlight and mark where we need your signature, and it is up to you as the buyer or the seller to get your own notarization. The documents, some of them need to be notarized, so that's up to you to do that. And you would simply sign them, get them notarized, follow the instructions, and mail them back to us. And we also will give you a prepaid envelope, so you don't have to worry about any of that. We make it really easy for you.
And if there was an option to, or you didn't want to, if you wanted to print the documents yourself, is that something you could do, or is that something that's frowned upon?
You can do that, and we have done that, and we will do that. But it's just really important that it's formatted the exact way. Some of the documents are legal size, so
Probably
for a
just
lot of
easier to
people,
like
it's easier for us to prepare them for you and mail them.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
what are
then
the
another option is called RON, which stands for Remote Online Notarization. And so that is actually through a platform system that we use. And basically we electronically send them the documents, and then they sign it and send each document back to us. And we do our notarization side through the platform. And it's basically like a live closing, but in a sort of like a Zoom in a way. And it's always recorded for the state of New Hampshire. And the customer does have to go through an authentication process before you can start the closing.
Okay, so great. So there are options if you're not present at closing to get things signed. What if one party, like if it was a couple who was selling the property and they both needed signatures on a document, how would you handle something like that if one was in town and one was out of town? In the past, I've done power of attorney with some people to have one party sign both.
Yeah, power of attorney is always a great solution because most of the time if you're the buyer, you're not able to sign the mortgage separately because you can't have two notary sections on the mortgages for most lenders. And one thing I forgot to mention about RON is that number one thing you'd have to do is make sure that your lender actually accepts RON, because not all of them do.
Yeah, so when you have that POA, you need to get that to us as soon as possible. And preferably no more than, or no less than at least 2 or 3 days out, because we have to prepare all the documents with that POA verbiage in all the documents.
Mm-hmm. And lenders have to approve a POA as well. And our attorney approves them as well too, which our attorney could also prepare the POA for you if you don't have an attorney already.
Well, great. Yeah. So that gives us a lot of options for people who are out of town for closings. I deal with a lot of folks who are buying from other states. So these questions come up quite a bit. So this is very helpful. Well, thank you very much, ladies. And we will see you in the next one.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Dominic.
Anyone wants to reach out to me, my information is at the bottom of the screen, and so is Sweeney Title Services. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, you too.